introduce our distinguished speaker, Dr. Jason Ribeiro. Jason, if you could please stand. Dr. Jason Ribeiro is a father, community advocate, and vice chairman and president of the Calgary Surge Professional Basketball Club. Jason holds degrees from McMaster University, York University, Brock University, and earned his Ph.D. from the University of Calgary. A passionate business leader and community volunteer, Jason serves on boards and committees including the Canadian Elite Basketball League, Alberta Motor Association, and Sport Calgary. Jason has received several honors, including the King Charles III Coronation Medal, the Business in Calgary Leaders Award, and was named to Avenue Magazine's Top 40 Under 40. Jason's greatest achievement is the family life he has built with his wife, Dr. Natalie Skeim, and their sons, Mateo and Lorenzo. His latest entrepreneurial venture, the Calgary Surge, is an extension of his passion for sport and love of arts and culture. The club has won 2 Western Conference championships since launching in 2023. Please welcome Dr. Ribeiro.
Well, thank you, Dr. Kinzel, and good afternoon, graduates, families, faculty, and friends. What a day. What a view from the stage. Hundreds of faces filled with pride, relief, and that quiet but powerful sense of we did it. To the faculty and staff who guided these students and to the families and friends who believed in them, thank you. We rise simply because others lift us. Every success story starts with a chorus of people saying that you can do this. You know, when I was invited to speak today, I thought about how the world's most impactful ideas often start small. In garages and borrowed spaces, many would struggle to connect to big dreams. Bow Valley College is one of those stories. Since the 1960s, when it opened its doors to adult learners, eventually into a downtown basement, this college has stood for something far bigger than credentials. It has believed in opening doors for people in need of a second chance or an opportunity to fully realize their potential. The Calgary Surge and the company we founded, Real Entertainment and Culture, is also one of those stories. A text message between 2 friends 3 years ago, a skeleton staff, and a makeshift office brought professional basketball to a city open enough to welcome different kinds of sports and arts experiences to some of its most iconic and cherished venues. Bow Valley College's strategic plan, Launch, Advance, Evolve, captures the sentiment behind both of these entrepreneurial successes perfectly. Today, we celebrate what happens when people humbly build the future, when learning, mentorship, and generosity launch careers and institutions that change lives. In my years in business, academia, and community service, I've learned that there are 3 ideas that matter most on a day like this: people, purpose, and place. People. Look around you. Every person in this beautiful concert hall is part of your story. The classmate who helped you study, the instructor who believed in you even when you doubted yourself, the friend who pushed you to step your game up. At the Calgary Surge, I see that simple truth every single day. And in life, as in basketball, you'll meet teammates who challenge you, mentors who stretch you, and opponents who teach you. Value them all. Because relationships built on respect and empathy are what make achievement meaningful. Purpose. Purpose is what turns a diploma into a calling. You may have come to Bow Valley just to get a job. A characterization I'm sure the marketing department is thrilled with. But I hope you also leave with an understanding of why your work matters to your family, to your community, and to yourself. At Real Entertainment and Culture and through the Surge, our goal has never been just to entertain or compete. It's to use sport and culture as tools to inspire, to educate, and to lift people up. Your purpose today might be in design, business, or technology, but whatever your field, remember what you do will always matter less than why you do it. As Mishek said, the world you're stepping into is full of uncertainty. But if you lead with service, if you make purpose your compass, you'll never be lost for long. And then there's place, this incredible place that we get to call home. The place I moved to a decade ago, the place I married my incredible wife, the place we choose to raise our two beautiful children. Calgary, Mohkinstsis, Alberta, and Canada are built on resilience and reinvention. This is quite literally a city that welcomes people from everywhere and invites them to build something new together. Bow Valley College is part of that story. From the heart of downtown, it has trained the people who quite literally keep our city moving. Healthcare workers, entrepreneurs, social workers, technologists, community builders. You graduates are the next chapter in that story. You are the dreamers who will keep Calgary vibrant, Alberta innovative, and most importantly, keep Canada compassionate. My ask is that wherever your path takes you, remember that you carry a small piece of this place with you. A place committed to the hard work of doing, not just cheerleading. That means holding up a mirror to our city's blemishes as well as its beauty marks. In closing, I want to share with you all a little secret. Mishek, this isn't actually my first convocation address. I gave one once before, when I was 13 years old, as the valedictorian of my elementary school class. Now, let me be frank, it is probably not wise to revisit the words of your 13-year-old self. But here's what struck me as I played back the tape over the weekend. Amidst all the bravado and cringeworthy one-liners I was throwing out, and the fact that I was quite literally swimming in a very ill-fitting double-breasted suit, which is very fashionable these days, I hear. It took me until the very last lines of my 2003 speech to find the conviction within the words that still hold true with me today in 2025. Direct quote. Quote, late President of the United States, John F. Kennedy once said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future." End quote. I then continued, quote, I urge you all to further your education, enter the workforce, travel the world, or even change the world. Whatever you want to do, you have the opportunity to do it in one of the best countries in the world, where you have the choices, the resources, and the opportunities to go as far as you want in life. End quote. Words to live by. Congratulations, class of 2025. Launch the next chapter of your story, advance the communities that shaped you, and most of all, evolve into the leaders that this moment desperately calls for. Thank you very much.
So are you all reflecting back on your speeches you gave when you were 13? Because I'm fairly certain that mine were not anything close to the beautiful that I just heard right there. Thank you very much, Jason, for addressing our graduates today and sharing your inspiring words.